Sound selected.
Hello everybody, I'm just gonna make this quick. I know we're probably not gonna go too in depth, but
Air media controls.
this is the
Previous track. AirPlay audio button. Bluetooth. AirPlay audio. AirPlay
weekly episode
iPhone. 0.
for
Previous track. Play. Next. Select volume.
Espeak.
1. Select speaker. Speaker. Pending.
So I'm gonna cover real quick
Media controls.
the builds of this week.
Setting. Page 1 of 5. And Delta.
And I realized that last week I forgot to actually demo the voices.
Page 2 of 5. Page. Discord. Disc. Drop. Evite. Espeak NG.
So we're gonna
Beta.
go Espeak.
Espeak NG. Voiceover language. Espeak NG. Heading.
Okay. And actually, just kind of
Voice about. Language. Voice select text to synthesize. Rate. Volume. Pitch. Word gap. Inflection. Adjustable. Cigarette. Diagram.
Nothing in
Espeak.
here.
Messenger.
Something new.
Messenger. Page 3. Page 3 of 5. WhatsApp. Goop. The piano. Test. Team. Test flight.
So over here to test flight. And we're gonna look
Test
for
flight.
the
Redeem. Button.
Espeak
App settings.
app.
Button. Espeak NG. Version.
Okay.
Share. Button. App share. Espeak NG. Version 1.011. Expires in 89 days. Espeak NG. Version 1. Open. Button.
So as you can tell, we're already on build 1.0-11.
What? Accept. Sending. Autumn. Switch. No. Develop. Stop. Switch. Automatic. Previous builds. 1.0. In progress.
Over here.
1.0. 6 builds. Button.
1.0 is 6 builds.
In progress. 1.0. 10. Expires in 85 days.
We've already looked
Rose hue
at
to 6 of 6.
6, 7, and 8.
Read more. Add. Initial app version. Install. 1.06.
1.0-6.
Read. Initial. Install. 1.07.
1.0-7. So I think every week we're going to be covering about 3 builds.
Read more. You reduce list. Audio. Install. 1.08. Expires in 83 days.
So that was the one we saw last week.
Speech improvements. In 1. Accessibility. 1.09. Expires in 84 days.
In 1.0-9, and actually 1.0.8, 1.0-8, and 1.0-9 came out back to back. And what I mean by that is 1.0-8 came out on one day, and then 1.0-9 released the next.
Install. Speech improvements. 1.08. Speech.
So that's all that's in the changelog for 1.0-9.
Install. 1.09. Expires in 84 days. Accessibility and speech bug fixes.
Now we're going to go to 1.0-10.
Fix settings synchronization. Add inflection control. Install. Add inflection control. Screen recording.
1 sec.
Test flight. Back button.
Okay, went back to the earpiece, but that's okay. I'm going to finish this up real quick, and I'm going to open notes to show you something.
1.0. Heading.
So that was, I think, 9? No.
Open. 1. Install. Add inflection control. 1.0. 10.
1.0-10 adds inflection control.
Add inflection control. Fix settings synchronization.
Fix settings sync.
Accessibility and speech bug fixes.
We're still having a bit of those, and
1.0. Not.
yeah.
Add install. 1. Access. 1.0. 11. Open.
1.0-11 has only one thing in the changelog.
Accessibility and speech bug fixes.
Accessibility and speech bug fixes.
1. Accept.
Okay. Now I'm
Test
going
flight.
to switch to my
Home.
no
FaceTime.
activities
1 minute
setting.
FaceTime call. Photo. Note. Remind. Notes.
Okay. Let me
Notes. Screen curtain on.
turn my screen curtain on.
Toolbar. Camera.
'Cause I
button.
think
Show handwriting
I
tools.
have some
Checklist. Note. Okay. October 12th,
sensitive
2022 at 1. Notes. Back button. Notes. Full. Dictate. Previous. Okay. August. New Belt. July. Nintendo. Agent. 5. June. Olmic. Xe. March. Block. Recovery.
Okay.
Toolbar.
I'm gonna
New note.
make
Button.
a new note.
New note. Note. November.
Now, for those of you that are not exactly fond of Samantha, I'm sorry I have to do this, but I have to switch back to my no activity setting. And VoiceOver, basically whenever I switch to a different voice, always will reset itself after a while. All my VoiceOver settings under the no activity section will reset themselves.
Braille language. English. Us.
So I'm going to set
Braille activities.
Activities
Activity
2.
No activity
No
selected.
activity. And I'm going to type out a letter in another language.
Numbers. Next keyboard.
The
Button.
And as you heard right there, there is Espeak speaking in the Arabic language, one of which is supported. And that's Arabic World, by the way. So I'm going to maneuver it.
Default.
日本語から
Dog. Sod. Golf. Fa.
Screen
Dog.
high toolbar.
Dog.
So
Sod. Golf. Fa. Rhine. Rhine. Ha. 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 Jim. Sheen. Seen. Ya. Ba. Lam. Alif. Ta. Noon. Meme.
So there's an aspect of Espeak working not exactly in its fullest, like we want to hear it in English. And if I were to switch it over to that setting, all VoiceOver is going to do is it's going to crash, and this would be an extremely long video. And I probably wouldn't be able to edit that. Now I'm going to show you how it looks
Notes.
in settings.
Settings. Home. Sounds and
We're gonna go to
control,
spoken
display and
content
homes. Accessibility.
instead of VoiceOver
Vision.
settings.
Zoom. Display and motion. Spoken content. Speak selection.
Spoken content.
Speaking rate. Speaking rate. Detect default voices. Default language.
Voices. Okay, I'm hoping this doesn't crash.
Screen record. Cellular. Bulgarian. Daria.
There we go.
To change. English. Read. Button.
Okay, English.
Selected. Voices. English.
Now I'm going to show
Heading.
you what it looks like.
Kathy. Button. Nathan. Nikki. Joab. Fred. Evan. Espeak NG. Selected.
So all our voices are kind of sitting there back to back.
Selected.
Starting with Eloquence, then moving on to
Espeak NG.
Espeak NG, and then moving on to Evan.
Evan. Espeak NG.
Espeak
English.
is
Us.
what we
Heading.
want. And it's in a whole bunch of only in the English dialects.
Settings. English. Back button.
It's only in the UK dialect and in the American dialect. So not every English dialect has been ported over from NVDA. There was like, I think, 4 or 5 other ones.
Benjamin. Rose 5. Rose. Clad. Rose 5. Rose 67 to Risishay Max 2.
All of your favorite voices are here.
Rose 5. Marcelo. Marco. Mario. Max. Speak sample.
I'm going to speak a sample.
Hello. My name is Max.
And that is your typical greeting that you may remember.
Activate. Default. Selected. Max.
Okay. I'm going to set that as my
FaceTime.
default
One
voice.
is
I'm going to turn
FaceTime
off
call.
VoiceOver.
Alert. Accessibility short. Cancel. But selected. VoiceOver
And
off.
do the visual swipe. I'm going to turn it back on just to show you that it does work. Okay, so I'm going to tap here.
Cancel. Voiceover. Background sounds. Voiceover.
There we go.
Voiceover selected.
There we go.
Background accept. Background sounds. Voiceover selected.
Okay.
VoiceOver on. FaceTime.
There we go. And it's very straightforward, honestly. I love it. So, sorry this episode is kind of short. Didn't really want to cover everything. Well, I kind of did, but I'm kind of running low on time now since I have to get stuff ready. Because we have some stuff going on at my school tomorrow. So, maybe next week.
Skype. Now. Navigation
not-
calendar.
okay, I'm gonna-
Sunday. November. Photo.
Anyway, maybe next week I'll show you how to set up the app, because every time a new build comes out, the app will reset itself to factory as if the app is being downloaded for the first time. It's pretty easy to set up. I'll show you what the setup state is like. It doesn't take any more than 30 seconds. It's relatively quick. Anyways,
Screen recording.
that will be it for E2 or episode 2 on Espeak for iOS. Stay tuned for next week's, which will probably be a stream because I'll be covering more on what it looks like to use Espeak, and possibly covering other languages besides English and Arabic. This I will say, Japanese Espeak is very, very bad, and has been very bad since the start. So, if you're looking for better Japanese voices, don't keep your hopes up. Just use the ones that are included with iOS 16 by default. Anyways, that'll be it for now. I will see you guys later.